Hi, it's Jeff.
And Denise from Mousesteps.com.
And this is episode number 75,
75
of Mousesteps Weekly.
Sponsored by Theme Park Connection in Winter Garden, Florida.
Finally reopening this week.
They're supposed to open Monday or Tuesday at 2160 Premier Road near the Florida Mall.
Very good, very good. Looking forward to checking that out.
And Maple Leaf Tickets in Kissimmee, Florida.
Our official ticket agency, the best deals on tickets in town. Check them out.
And we are heading into the Talking Mickey Town Square Theater.
That's right. We're in the Magic Kingdom, and look at that line.
I know, like sometimes it said 20, sometimes it said 120, and you spent an hour waiting
with
one of the times with a fast pass.
And I talked to a friend who also went the other day, 2 days ago, and with a fast pass, it took him 1 hour.
I think it will get better once any technical issues get ironed out.
Right, technical issues.
Technical.
Very suspicious.
I like his costume.
Yes, brand new costume. And he does magic tricks, although we did not see the magic tricks. I have heard from my friend that he does do it. He, the problem with the Talking Mickey for me, he is a bit awkward sometimes. I had to do 3 different meetings with him to make my video.
One video.
And put it all together and make it seem very seamless and like he was really talking. So, we've met him at D23 with mixed results also. Remember at the expo a few years ago, there was two different versions of the Talking Mickey.
He didn't seem too much different than from the expo. I think we both said that we sort of preferred the regular Mickey right now because... Like, to me, it's like going to the candlelight and you end up watching the sign language interpreter because, they're so... Mickey and Minnie are always so...
You feel like it's really Mickey. The non-talking Mickey sort of, for me, feels more like the mouse. It channels the mouse a little more. This one, I think he's so worried about talking to you correctly, and there's usually this long pause in between expressions. So I don't know. But, I mean, it is cool. It's very cool. It's great technology. I can't wait to go back and see it evolve. I think it'll only get better in time.
I do think it will get a lot better. If you look at the C-3PO, I won't say anything much about C-3PO, but amazing. At Star Wars Weekends, who actually talks and, really... That's like the most fantastic thing. But there were a lot of guests who loved talking to Mickey too. And, I just wonder if like sometimes they'll be like, oh, well, he talks here, but he doesn't talk elsewhere.
Well, the best part of this whole situation is someday there'll be kids and we'll be able to tell them, we knew Mickey before he talked. So that'll be fun. So after we spoke to Talking Mickey, we checked out some things, and Fantasyland. It looks like Peter Pan will be down for a little while.
Right, and that's till like mid-November, around the 14th. It should be reopening.
Right, just getting a little.
We didn't know that.
No, so that was new to us.
And then the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Yes, the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. We were walking around looking at it, and we heard there will be Imagineer testing going on in 20 minutes. Which kind of piqued our interest.
Is that what it said? Because I couldn't hear it very good.
It said clear.
I have old ears.
Clear the tracks. There'll be Imagineer testing. So we thought maybe they'd actually have a car on the tracks, which they didn't have a car. They had this. And what this
Reach
is...
envelope testing. I have never heard of it.
Yeah, it's sort of when you are on a roller coaster and you have your arms in the air, like, on Space Mountain when you have your arms. And
so you don't hit them.
You don't hit those... those
like
metal
they want to make
supports.
Sure that your arms, I guess, go out in all directions without having any issues.
Correct, even though it says to keep your hands and arms inside the train.
But nobody does that.
Nobody does. So that's what this is all about. And it was interesting to see it live in person. And this is the other side of the mountain and the tracks being worked on there. And I thought this was interesting. This
it looks like the shape
looks like
of
a little one of the cars there, the mine shaft cars.
That's what I noticed, and I thought it did.
So, and that particular shaft does not have anything going through it. It's just sort of for looks.
Very exciting.
Yeah. So the next day, we went over to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and look at this surprise!
A friend of ours was, tweeting from Disney's Hollywood Studios about Anna and Elsa.
Anna
being
and
there.
Elsa from Disney's Frozen. I have never gotten ready so fast.
I know we were out the door in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was unbelievably quick.
You never get done that quick.
But it turns out it was worth it. They have not come back since. The two of them were only out for 2 to maybe 3 sets together, and then it was just Anna. I guess she's Anna.
Yeah, I know we keep
Anna.
saying
it's
Anna,
really
but
Anna. I believe it's Anna.
It's like somebody in France would pronounce my name differently, but
we're known
for
Anna, getting the names wrong.
Just like the moose, like I said, it was a moose. And
we actually told Anna and Elsa that we thought he was a moose. But
originally we thought
Sven,
that. But they all look the same.
Sven is a reindeer.
Moose, reindeer, all look the same to me.
And look she's showing her boot with an A. So
they were fantastic. I mean, everybody who has watched has really enjoyed.
We've heard some feedback from cosplayers out there who appreciate this video because they're able to make their outfits perfectly in tune with the characters here because we had them.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah,
maybe I saw one on the YouTube.
You need to read the many comments too.
I know I need to catch up on that.
But I thought they were great. It was so much fun to talk to them. Anna was very, very lively, very fun. She kind of reminded me of Rapunzel from Tangled, where Elsa is
more
the Snow
reserved.
Queen. She's cold because she's very, the Snow Queen.
Right.
So
she's more reserved.
Yes, much more reserved. I thought they did a great job.
I thought so too, and looking forward to seeing them. They are going to be at Epcot. Probably this coming week, I think November 1st.
Yes, November 1st is the official date where they start. They're going to be in the Puffin's Roost.
And the Stave Church is going to be also, has something to do with Frozen also.
Yeah, I believe that'll be a Frozen display of
and you noticed in the D23 magazine.
Yes, they studied the Stave churches when they were making Frozen, and they're doing research about ice and things like that. So they used Norway as a reference for the land in Frozen.
And there'll be a Stave church in Frozen, so that's probably why they used it.
That's correct. And she does look a bit Norwegian.
I don't know.
She kind of does with the braids and everything.
I think they both have braids.
Well, that's true. But if you look at Elsa's braids, there's snow and ice.
Everybody was excited about the snowflakes.
Your pictures, we'll link to all this, but the pictures, you show some detailed photos.
I wrote up an article with photos.
So, yes, so very exciting. And we also found out about Kristoff, who is an ice harvester. We had asked about that. And Olaf, of course, the snowman. So very, very exciting. Give kids the world. What a segue.
I just wanted to mention really quick. We're still raising funds for Give Kids the World for your
big run,
right? My half marathon, and I volunteer there. I like being with the characters is my favorite because it's so obviously it's Disney.
Yeah, we like Disney a little bit.
Yes. So there I am with Mickey.
I love that picture.
And this is actually my favorite shift that I found so far is just working with the characters. But even $5, $6, whatever, really helps.
And it's not just Mickey. They have lots of characters. There's Mary Poppins who made an appearance there at the village. And they have holidays throughout the week. And this particular day was Halloween.
Right. And I haven't yet volunteered actually on Halloween, for the evening
For the evening,
shifts.
right.
So I can't wait.
And there's the mouse. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And this is very interesting. It is the Polynesian Village. On our way to the Magic Kingdom the other day, we happened to notice they are really getting into this work they're doing for the new DVC expansion.
And it has been officially announced. And we heard it also that, Ken Patrick also said that it was officially.
Now, sadly, we were there for the very last morning of the Sunset Point there.
Right.
There are the trees there. Unfortunately, they were taking those trees down and kind of bulldozing the point.
Well, it wasn't really the last morning for it. I mean, it was closed off, but all the trees were coming down.
That was when we left. The trees were there, and when we came back, as you'll see...
The trees were pretty much gone.
Right. Now, according to our friend, the Tiki Man, who I highly recommend you check out the website.
I've always recommended his website.
If the Tiki Man says something, I believe it. Yes. He says there will be Tahitian-style villas. Oh, there's that sad sunset
20
point.
of them.
20 villas around the former point. And, they'll be on stilts above the water. So hopefully it'll be worth it when all this is done. And it'll be
I'll miss, I've been going to the Polynesian Resort just as you have for over 30 years.
So have I. Yeah, my whole life since 71. I mean, I have so many great memories there with you at Sunset Point,
Right.
So, and we've been getting lots and lots of feedback on our video of people who've been married there, and they were hoping to have their renewal of their vow. So it is very sad, but, it's an evolving, changing thing, and hopefully it'll be worth it. Speaking of DVC, though, a new DVC resort opened last week, the Villas
of at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort. It's so much to say.
A tongue twister.
It is a tongue twister.
And I recognize these guys. Here comes Mickey and Minnie.
And I think was this what they wore on the 25th?
Yes,
when they did the 25th.
They had the special Grand Floridian 25th ceremony, they had these Victorian outfits. I believe they
I believe that's the outfits they wore. I think it was the first time I'd seen it.
Mickey seems very articulated, and Minnie too.
Right, and on my Instagram, somebody mentioned how his eyes were closed, and it's kind of hard sometimes to get
blinking.
The photo.
Everybody blinks. It's a natural thing. Even a mouse has to blink.
But I seem to get more photos of him with the eyes closed and open.
And there's the fireworks and the villas at Disney's Grand Floridian Beach Resort.
No beach.
Oh, no beach. Resort and Spa are now open.
Beach is a long time ago.
Yes, that's true. And the beach is long gone now, too, because there's this new building
There's still
there.
some beach.
This is nice with a convertible, the Grand Marshal car.
Right, from the Magic Kingdom.
By Mickey and by Minnie.
And I thought it was very nice. It's certainly a much more elegant and subtle grand opening than at
very fitting.
Disney's
Classy.
Art of Animation Resort, which was big.
And here we go. We're going to have a little tour of the Grand Villa.
Not a little tour. It's
a big tour. There's nothing little about this room.
It's 2,800 square feet.
Boy, we had that down.
Yes. This is gorgeous. And, I thought that because it's at Disney's Grand Floridian.
It's a hidden Lou Mangello right there.
Yes. And I thought everything would be small. Like I thought the rooms and such would be small.
And here's the living area. Again, not small at all.
A huge dining room table.
Yes, giant table. Imagine all the guests you can have for a big dinner there. Very elegant.
And the chandelier I really liked also.
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
And
very beautiful.
I mean, they have this huge, fully equipped kitchen, which I actually would cook.
Next time Mousesteps goes to Disney, we need to get a place like this to have a nice getaway.
That would be a lot of money.
There's 8 of these grand villas, all right directly on top of each other.
Right, they all have views of the lake, not
Same
the
view,
Magic Kingdom.
Corner view. Yeah, they don't count it as a fireworks view, I don't think.
No, because I don't think anybody has fireworks.
Right,
I don't think.
Because the grand itself sort of is in the way; it blocks it.
And also, this is one of the bedrooms. There are 3 bedrooms. It actually sleeps. Did I mention it sleeps 12?
12, right? 12 people. You could probably fit even more people.
You could fit, it's so obviously. Huge. Well, you could probably fit like 30, but
and here
you're not
is
supposed to do that.
Happiest Millionaire and Mary Poppins. There's lots and lots of detail. We'll get into that later, but that's what I like most about all these new resorts is the attention to detail and the storytelling they have.
Well, the Grand Floridian was never a big character resort before, and they started adding the tile in the main building with Disney characters in them.
Right, but we're sort of jumping ahead. I have a whole section on characters and details coming up later.
We'll talk about that later.
Yes, we will look at the media room. This is the giant media room they have.
And the first thing we said when we walked in, at least I said, I want a media room.
Yeah, yes, we do not have a a room in our home here.
But there's 2 rooms that have nothing in them except boxes. So
yeah, I guess we could have such a thing.
You could have a media room.
And look at that nice TV, and there's all sorts of Blu-ray players and remote controls, etc.
But now we're heading into the master bedroom.
Yes, the master bedroom, and you'll notice over here is a very nice Mary Poppins cutout.
And I believe these are in the 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms also.
That's correct. That's correct. Everything except for the studio does not have those. And here is the view we talked about before. It is a beautiful view. Same view on in all 8 of these, just elevated.
And you should be able to see the fireworks a little bit over the Grand Floridian.
Oh yeah, you'll see the fireworks
building.
just fine. It's just it is slightly
not slightly. I mean, you'll see them just a little bit over the Grand.
So this is a king-size bed here.
The villa also has 4 queen-size beds and a queen-size sleeper sofa.
This, to me, though, is the highlight. What a bathroom.
It is very nice.
You have a TV in the mirror, so you could look at yourself while you're watching TV.
But,
actually, I don't know if I like it.
But I think it should be in the toilet area.
I don't know about
Well,
that.
that's where you spend most of your time sometimes.
What do you...
Or next to the tub.
I think I would prefer it in the tub. If I'm going to spend a lot of time, I'd rather be in that nice jacuzzi than sitting on the john. So that's... What a nice conversation. Anyway, this here is the shower with a little hidden Mickey there.
I don't think it's meant to be that.
Well, it is for me. I see Mickeys everywhere. And what I like about this shower, though, is how the shower is directly above your head. Like at that when we were at the Hyatt.
It's a rain shower.
I like a rain shower.
I do too.
I like a rain shower and a little side shower. Dual showers for me. I like it very much.
Getting back to the TV in the mirror.
Yeah, I have never seen this before. This is new to me. I've actually heard about it, but not seen it in person. And it actually is really good. It works best if you turn the lights out, I found.
But in some of the units, it's actually near the tub where you could watch from the tub.
Yes, and here's the nice view on the balcony. Now we're getting into this is a 1-bedroom villa, and this is a nice picture you took showing the living area there.
And you can see the Mickey and the Minnie silhouettes and such.
Yeah, we'll get into that. But first we want to talk about the kitchen. Now, the kitchen has one slight little issue. It was not easy.
He cut that too.
You tried 3 times to open the refrigerator.
This was our friends were staying there one night in a 1-bedroom. And,
these refrigerators don't come with John Lasseter wine, by the way. That's a bonus that we threw in there.
Yeah,
I like the little drawer with ice.
I like that too, and I actually like the refrigerator, except even one time I had to call somebody over because I couldn't open the refrigerator. So hopefully, as guests keep coming, it will loosen up a little bit.
But we just want to thank John and Mark for inviting us over and letting us check out their 1-bedroom villa and having a nice little get-together that night. We had a great time, and we got to demonstrate their tub here.
Right.
Many guests use their tub.
That's
not
us. We
very
used
used tub. Yeah,
it looked really nice.
Yeah.
So
you
I
can
would actually want to
adjust
stay
the
here.
speed of the bubbles.
They call them like aerator bubbles or something.
Jet tub, not jacuzzi, jet tub. You can adjust that rate. And this is my favorite thing of all, the Murphy bed, the pull out to Murphy bed.
And I think the first themed Murphy beds were over at Port Orleans Riverside in the Alligator Bayou section. And this one is Mary Poppins.
Yeah, I love it. It's very detailed and also surprisingly comfortable.
Well, we each took a turn laying in the bed.
We sure did. And I could have actually slept on that bed, no problem. And I'm not a skinny type of person either, so it's
actually a pretty good size.
And it folds right up, and it has on top you have drawers for your clothes or whatever. So and there's this guy sleeping there in
no
slumber. Sleep. And I have a picture of you, like I said.
I don't want to see. Yeah, I don't want to see me.
Now that was in the 1-bedroom. This is in the studio. The only room that has this Dumbo motif is the studios.
And I was only in the studio for like 5 seconds. Like I came in, took a few pictures, and I didn't even. I was in the Grand Villa for much of the time.
We were sort of rushed through that. But here we go. Here's the details we kept teasing earlier. It is a nice silhouette of Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
And I mentioned earlier, they also have the Alice in Wonderland water playground. So Disney's Grand Floridian keeps adding. There's Duffy, more and more characters to it. In a subtle way.
Looks like the Duffys have found their old-time friend, long-lost friend, so to speak. And if you look carefully in the Grand Floridian plates
it's like a hidden Mickey, but
they're hidden Dumbo characters.
Timothy Mouse and Dumbo.
And because our friends had stayed there, we were able to see the turn-down service with this nice little chocolate bonus.
And I believe they said this is the only Disney's Vacation Club resort to have turn-down.
Right, so that's one special bonus about the Grand Floridian. I mean, the villas at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa.
Yes.
DVC villas.
It is a big...
That's a tongue twister.
Yes, it is.
But because we were at our friend's place and had a nice get-together, afterwards it was late, and we were able to get some really nice video of the lobby and around the resort at night with no people in the video.
Right. There weren't too many guests out at this time. Actually, a lot of times there weren't too many guests, so it was nice to be able to get some great photos and video of it.
And we love the fountain. I mean, how can you not? It's just fun. The penguin fountain is just so much fun.
Well, the penguins are so jubilant, and they all look like they're in motion.
Right. And originally the water pressure was a little higher on the penguins, but because of splashing and things like that, they turned it down and all. So the water doesn't quite go into the cups anymore, but it's still a great effect. We love it.
That's the point of like cast member test days. I actually was a cast member back around 2000, and I stayed at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge before it opened, and to test it out.
And here's a great angle you showed me. I kind of copied you. You took a photo of this, and I thought it would be a nice, relaxing angle for a video, too. And because there was nobody around, we were able to actually go by the check-in reception area and see these very nicely detailed plates, these Grand Floridian plates, and some other things.
There's some really fun artwork that encompasses the Grand Floridian and the villas, both in the lobby and in the hallways.
Right, and this particular artwork is great. It sort of puts you back like it's been there all along. You meet the nicest people at the villas at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa.
And there's even horses. You can see horses over at the Grand Floridian as well.
Right, this is sort of going along with the whole Mary Poppins theme, and certainly the umbrella goes along with the Mary Poppins theme, so definitely very nicely themed.
And from the 6th floor, you really realize how big these chandeliers are. I couldn't get a grasp on them from the 1st floor, and I barely wanted to look over the side.
It's beautiful. And you're looking down
incredible.
At the fountain, the Mary Poppins fountain, and just like you said, incredible.
Now we're going outside to the Founder's Fountain.
Yes, the Founder's Fountain, and it doesn't appear that it's quite ready yet. The little plaques with the different names of the people aren't on there yet, but it's very beautiful at night, lit up nicely at night, and serene with the water going and all that. So I enjoyed hanging out there.
Our friends had a nice view of that from the room.
That's correct. So let's sum it up. What did you think of? We had a chance to check out most of the rooms and walk around the inside and everything. What did you think of the villas at Disney's Grand Floridian?
I think the villas themselves are very beautiful. I didn't really have a chance to see the studio, but like the Granville, the one bedroom, very nicely done.
This addition really changes the footprint of the Grand Floridian, that's for sure.
And all three buildings, the spa, the wedding pavilion, and the DVC, now they really have to learn to kind of coexist, because this used to, the wedding pavilion especially used to be out kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Now they're all right on top of each other.
Yes.
So that's the show, another big show. Thanks to our sponsors, Theme Park Connection.
Now in Orlando, Florida.
That's right. And Maple Leaf Tickets, our official ticket agency. We'll see you all next week.
Have a great week.